I love Tuskegee Airmen. They are phenomenal. They are historical. They are a part of our great history. I'm so happy to know that they are still here and still holding down the fort for each and every one of us. They're beautiful and good looking too. So I want to tell all those airmen, keep on looking good for us ladies. And we are so proud of all of your achievements.
You know, there's a man named Howard Lee Ball. He was in the 99th Pursuit Squadron. He was my grandpa's first cousin. And Howard, when I was a kid at the family reunions, would always pull out his photos of his days as a pilot. This is a man who really only had 2 jobs in his life. He was a pilot first, you know, in World War II, all the way into the Korean War. And then he went to go work for Kodak. But he always flew and he always took photos. And those photos really, I think, were my first glimpse of black men doing truly heroic things. I mean, the 99th Pursuit Squadron was one of the first groups of Tuskegee Airmen, and they did great work. And, you know, to have this man, you know, sort of a real breathing hero in the family, it just inspired, you know, generations of men in my family. So it means a lot to me personally to see the Tuskegee Airmen here tonight, to be honoring Red Tails. There's a guy named Billy Ball, who's my wife's cousin. He's a Tuskegee Airman who lives out here in this area. And, you know, these guys are sort of rarefied as they are to the world. To us, we're just people in our family who did great things and showed us what it meant to be a hero.
First of all, my name is Clarence Huntley. I was a sergeant in the 100th Fighter Squadron, 337 Fighter Group. And I was the crew chief for Robert B. Trustville Jr., the 3rd man of color to graduate from West Point at 23 years old.
Oh, it's quite exciting, very exciting, yes. And it's been a long time.
Buford A. Johnson?
Buford A. Johnson, in living color.
Well, tell us a little bit about your experiences as a Tuskegee Airman.
Well, I'll tell you, first of all of us have the same story, and yet we have different stories. My story is I was a little behind some of these guys, and I was in the 1st Air Force gunnery meet. They call it Top Gun.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah, we won first place. I'm a mechanic. I'm the first jet mechanic of color in the world.
First jet mechanic of color.
In the world.
Yes, sir.
The first jet mechanic of color in combat.
Yes, sir.
You know, it's a poor dog that can't wag his own tail, huh?
Well, thank you so much for your service, sir.
Yeah, well, I did what I had to do, you know.
What did Tuskegee Airmen mean to you and really for us?
Well, it was a period of frustration about 10, 15 years ago, and I tried to get that movie done 15 years ago. I said, you know, but good things come to the surface. Cork comes to the top of the water. It's time. 761st Regiment Armory is next, got to be. Oh, yeah. The tank battalions that rescued the Jews from Buchenwald and Auschwitz and Dachau. We know nothing about it because they were not in Patton. But if it wasn't for them, there would be no Patton. And more. Yes. Deadwood Dick. Can't do a series called Deadwood without Deadwood Dick, but they did. So we need to be proud of our legacy, make sure our children know about it, make sure we are examples for them to get better, and not have any resentment or anger. Just get on with it with our tunnel vision. Oh, well, we'll get the phone call. The phone will ring.
Okay, Marvis Williamson. Yeah. 43E. Okay. Yeah.
You having a good evening enjoying it?
I'm enjoying this.
Yes, sir.
I've been here a few years.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
92.
Wow, 92.
Lowell Stewart Jr. And this is a fabulous evening. I'm president of the Los Angeles chapter of Tuskegee Airmen. And the reason I'm here is because of my dad, who was one of the few remaining red-tail pilots. If you've seen the movie at all, yes, those red-tail pilots, my dad actually did that stuff. And he was amazing. He was the first president of the Los Angeles chapter. He organized and brought together Tuskegee Airmen to the West Coast. So he's a living legend. I, on the other hand, am the son of a legend. So I'm trying to carry on the legacy and make him proud and bring the history of everything that he did to the forefront so that people can see where we have been and where we're going.
for you? Or for
Well, I mean, they set the standard. I mean, in terms of when they, back then the images, for example, were of us shuffling. For them to be, fighter pilots and all of that sent a whole nother message. But we were fed images of Stepin Fetchit and Willie Best and all of that. So those are truly my heroes. Truly, truly.
Rusty, how are you?
I'm fine.
So tell us about your part in the real Red Tail story.
Well, actually, I wasn't in the movie.
No.
No, you probably didn't know that, but I wasn't in the movie. No, but I'm an original airman. I flew, I was a fighter pilot. I flew the P-40 to P-47 during the course of the war. I didn't get overseas because I was a little bit young and the war ended before I could get there. But it's an experience.
And how is tonight for you, sir?
This is awesome. It is awesome. I really didn't expect it. I didn't know what to expect, to tell you the truth. I hadn't been through one of these before, but it's really something to behold.
Actually honored as the living.
Oh, I see them.
Yes, you can see them on the way down. They're coming through. So we're here getting video for them. So what would you say?
Just thank you for your bravery and your courage and really for being so courageous at that time. They paved the way for all of us, actually. That's really cool. I didn't even know that. That's amazing.